Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently doing a little bit of expansion, and that is fine. Now, we did just get an oratory advance off camera. I accidentally had the game ticking forward right before I started the recording, but that's really the only thing that happened was our oratory advances have advanced. I'm potentially interested in who monthly political influence is good. That is really good. And I think we're going to take that. Fantastic. We also have a civic advance, and we don't have to spend it in our civic advances, but I'm going to. Build cost reduction isn't awful. Now, I was looking at this here, and the formation of League City subjects is interesting, but ultimately I think not the route we're going to go. It is a very interesting route to go, but I tend to prefer to not have subjects, just the way that I play. However, unintegrated culture happiness, yes, please. We will happily take that. Fantastic. Let's proceed here, and our siege is continuing, and it will finish up pretty soon. I want to check into our road constructions. Yeah, we've got that. These guys are building their road around, and of course these guys are going to land over here. And once they do, we will bring them on up over here to crush this force. We'll see where these guys decide to go, or if our siege finishes before then. That is another thing that could theoretically happen. Looks like they're just chilling over here, and if that's the case, I'm interested in coming in. They shouldn't be able to see us here due to fog of war. Yep, that's exactly what it was. They could not see us due to fog of war. Wonderful. So we'll crush this force. Absolutely no problem. That'll get stack wiped. Actually, it didn't get stack wiped, but we'll just pursue them up over here. I did expect that to be a stack wipe. Interesting that it is not. Huh. Maybe because our experience has dropped because we've been doing a lot of road building. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, that's fine. I'm not concerned. We'll just finish up this siege, and we'll have to come take this location as well. And these guys can come on over to here. Wonderful. Our siege is over. And so we will proceed here. We're now at 99% war score with these guys, and we will grab this location. And that is no problem whatsoever. We don't actually care about capping this back, in all honesty. You know what? I'm just going to take these guys down over to here. This is irrelevant. We don't need to chase them down. They're not able to do anything, so it's fine. We'll just go ahead and grab that, and that will, of course, give us everything we need. So we will take that. We'll lose a little bit of aggressive expansion. Wonderful. And we are also going to take this. Once again, we will lose a little bit of aggressive expansion. There we go. And these mercs no longer need to be hired. Perfect. Are we currently working on any... No, we are not currently working on any war goals here. We can, however, complete this mission. That's great. Omen power, sure. We do need Carthage to become a metropolis. That is true. And we do need to import wood as well. Of course, we're working on that from Thrace. So let's take a look at our imports here. And if we cancel, say, this route, this will remove the trade route. Yeah. And we go for wood. Would these guys be willing to yet? They're very, very close. Okay, they only have 4 reasons to not do it. That's fantastic. We did complete this. That will cost us some cash. We don't actually care about that. Let them marvel. Renovations will be ongoing for a year. That is fine. And we're going to do Carthage the Metropolis as well. So we need to upgrade this to a Metropolis, and that is something we can do immediately. That's great. Of course, that does mean that we have to put our expansion plans on hold for a little while. Because we just don't have the political power. And that's okay. We don't need the political power. These guys are making their way up over here, still making progress. That's all well and good. And we are getting close over here. Hey, trade. Yep. So once we're done over here, then we're going to make our way up over like that. Excellent. And then these guys will be pretty much done building up roads in North Africa. So that'll be fine. Excellent. Our road construction is going nicely. Of course, we still need to build a lot of roads up in Iberia, and that is definitely something that we will do. We'll just connect in something along the lines of this. Like that. Just along the coast, and then we'll see about connecting some of these inland areas. The territory gains a granary, or we could lose 5 popularity. Or actually, this would be the governor would lose 5 popularity, and it would gain a library. And that's what we're going to do. Excellent. Now we do have risks of rebellion. Yep, these guys have rebelled. That's okay. We will go ahead and bring these guys over, I think we'll bring them over here. Oh, this guy's rebellious? Yeah, he's disloyal. Okay, we will try the second navy then. We'll bring them on over. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we'll bring them over and pick up these guys, and then we'll come over here and crush this force in a little while. They can kind of run around for a bit. That is fine. Not too concerned about this. Excellent. And we've got a couple more rebellions brewing. This is not super shocking. A Mauritanian revolt? Actually, you know what? Let's just crush this immediately. Wonderful. That should be absolutely no problem. And then we'll just re-queue all this after that's done. Yep, that's stack wiped, and they are under siege immediately. Perfect. And yeah, they're going to do some sieging over here, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. These guys are also rebelling, and this is not super shocking either. And actually, to deal with these guys, I'm currently thinking about recruiting these mercs. And in fact, I am going to. We'll put them onto unit reorg. And the question is... Okay, these guys are not interested in fighting us. Great. They're just going to cap here. Yeah, we're going to make our way over. We'll chase them down a bit. Something along the lines of this. That'll be fine. These guys are done building their roads, and we're just waiting on the boats to get up here to crush this force. And yeah, we're much slower than these guys, and that's because we're on unit reorg, and that's fine. I'm not concerned about this. Excellent. And yeah, I'm not shocked by any of the rebellions that have happened here. This was pretty much always going to happen. We have a Gizgo in charge. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that. We'll just come on in over there. We need a governor in Italia, and we'll put in... Technically, the Gizgo are scorned, so we'll put this guy in. And we are 98% Canaanite and 94% Punic, so I don't think we need to do anything. We'll just leave this guy on his own policy for now. Okay. So we're going to embark these guys, and then we're going to come over here and land wherever we can that's closest. I don't know that we'll actually be able to land there. These guys, I think, no longer need to be on unit reorg. We have completed this, so we will sue for peace. There we go. Lose a little AE. Put these guys back on build road, and then they're going to come back up over this way, like so. Excellent. They can get right back to work. 1431, we'll waive the fine. That'll be okay. So we're going to come over here and land with our 7k troops, and these guys are going to begin sieging over here. I'm not too concerned about what these guys are doing. They can kind of do whatever. It'll be fine. And these rebellions will not take very much to crush, in all honesty. I do wish we could split this army and send some troops over to deal with their actual fighting force, but it's fine. We are well ahead of them on the siege curve, and we should be okay. They're actually surprisingly leaving this port open, so we can just land here and go directly in. We're going to need to siege 2 forts, it looks like, which is not necessarily ideal. I'm potentially interested in... Yeah, we can enlarge the Saba of Italia by a fair amount. I'm going to bump us up to 2 units of engineers, and we're going to go towards the current combat width. So we're going to need to think about that. That'll need to be... Let's see. Let's take this up to, say, 4 units of heavy cavalry. Oh, it has to stand in a territory that we both own and control. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let it get up here, and we'll need to put in, perhaps, another unit of supply train, and then we'll just enlarge our width by, say, 5 and 5. Will that work? Yeah, and we still actually have 5 that we can put in there. So this is completely fine. Let's take this... Our supply train is, I think, good for now. Let's take this up a little bit further. Maybe something along the lines of... Let's go to... We can fit 5 more in here. Okay, let's fit in 2 units of heavy infantry, 2 cohorts of archers, and 1 more siege engineer, I think. There we go. That'll do. Gotta get to that combat width, but we're not in any rush to do so just yet. Now, the Saba of Africa can also be expanded, but we'll need to take a look at supply limits. 37. Okay, that's probably doable. Yeah, we will give them civic rights. That's fine. Gotta be a cosmopolitan empire, right? That's the only way that this really works and is sustainable. So we're going to attack up over here with these lads. We're at 7%. Okay, that is making some level of progress. These guys are getting close. Renovations are at an end. Perfect. So we can now do... Let's see, what is this that we can do? Great donation. This will actually bypass religious endowments. 5 citizens, 2 nobles, 3 base tax, 10% state religion, noble happiness, and desired ratios. Okay. So this one is just cheap, I guess. We'll go ahead and do Great Donation. I don't think Autonomous Enclave is at all what we want to go for, and overall, this is largely the same thing. We just pay for it rather than do religious endowments, and I'm okay with that. We've got the cash. So we'll just pay for it. Long live the Republic, or by the grace of our augur. Long live the Republic. Excellent. So we still, of course, need to do Carthage the Metropolis, and potentially construct our flagship. I do want to check in on the wood situation over here. So I would love to import wood. They are only 2 reasons away right now. Okay. Keep working on that Thrace opinion. Fantastic. So we're going to continue our sieges and continue our road construction. And that's completely fine. These guys are going to be finishing up pretty soon, and we're making 635 manpower per month almost. That's a lot. That is certainly a lot. These guys are being jerks up here, and I'm actually just going to hire these mercs to go deal with them. We'll put them on unit reorg, and they'll make their way up. Excellent. We're no longer importing vegetables. Sure. That's completely fine. And we're going to have to grab this location, but that's not a big deal. So our sieges appear to be going reasonably well at this point. That's great. We're almost done building roads over here, and we are, of course, going to want to start working on drilling these guys, I would guess. So that's fine. We do want to probably enlarge the Saba of Africa. I think that is... Yeah, we can bring it up by about 7. We'll have to think about how we want to do that. Probably... Let's see here. This is setting the culture of this guy to Massilian culture. That gives some integration progress, I suppose. They'll come to accept it eventually. It'll be fine. As I said, the way to construct a long-term empire like this is by making it cosmopolitan, so it'll be okay. We're going to come on over, and we're just going to auto-cap everything except for this over here, which will manually cap, and then we'll put an end to this particular rebellion. Get rid of these guys. I do want to check in over here. Yep, looks like we did succeed in dealing with the barbs. That is perfect. Get rid of those mercs. And we'll wrap this war over here. There we go. And we'll go ahead and sue for peace. Take all the things. Wonderful. We'll lose a little bit of AE. And these mercs, they can go away. Wonderful. And then we'll just wrap this up over here. Of course, the Saba of Africa is currently stronger than either half of the Saba of Africa. Italia is currently our strongest legion. We are getting some good progress on this siege with our 3 siege engineers. We're going to continue enlarging our number of siege engineers, but for right now, it's okay. We did just get just a random invention. Okay, that wasn't an advance, that was just an invention. Okay. And we are probably going to go with... I'm thinking a civic advance. National citizen output is very good for us. We'll go ahead and take that. And that is incredible. Pop and cultural assimilation speed? Yeah. We definitely want to grab that ASAP. The siege is now won, and these guys are, of course, going to have to come siege this fort. That's fine. They can do that. These guys have finished up their road construction. We will put them on to drilling. There we go. And we should probably enlarge the Saba of Africa. Let's go ahead and do that. I do want to... Okay, let's see. We recruit to each army individually. Yes. So we can bring in a total of, looks like 8. That's fine. So what I'll do is I will increase here our war elephants and our siege engineers. Okay. There we go. And then over here, I'll give them a unit of heavy cav and a siege engineer. We can't afford that. Okay, we'll have to wait. That's fine. And then I just want to balance this out. So, let's see. 8, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Yes. So, we would then want a total of 4. So, we would just enlarge our heavy infantry and our archers. Okay. That's completely fine. We'll hold off on that, of course, until we are ready to spend the cash. And actually, we now are. So let's go ahead and increase our heavy infantry here and our archers. There we go. We're moving up towards that combat width. And these guys, same thing, heavy infantry and archers. There we go. Now, I'm not going to get any other professional forces yet. We will be getting them later on, for sure. But for now, this will do. We probably want to increase our tax base a little bit before we continue enlarging our professional forces. Okay, so this siege is won already. That was definitely faster than I expected. We'll allow this auto cap to happen. And these guys, they can honestly start drilling. There we go. And we'll sue for peace. We'll take Apulian Tarentum. Excellent. And there we go. Rebellions are over. Now these guys, they're going to start building roads, or they're going to continue building roads. They're going to build a road up to here, and this road is just going to go kind of inland. Like that. Okay. And I do want to check, these guys are actually movable, so we'll come over here and we'll put the second army of the Saba of Africa to use, building up over this way. I think a road that connects in like that would be pretty good, and then a road that comes up like that, perhaps. However, Carthage is now a metropolis. That is great. We'll absolutely take that. I do want to check in to see if Thrace will trade us any wood yet. Let's get rid of the steppe horses for right now. They have 0 reasons. Hey, Thrace. That's a pretty big gift. Well, we are still improving opinion with them, so that's not too bad. We can improve this by another 13.75, so that should give us enough reasons that they will allow us to trade the wood. So that's great. I wouldn't mind getting some wood production of our own going. And actually, we should be able to expand up over this way relatively easily and get that. I do want to embark these guys, and we're going to take them right up over here and start working on building roads in Iberia. We don't have any roads over here either, so that's something that we should definitely consider doing. In fact, we're going to bring the Saba of Italia over to do that. Okay, these guys, they're going to go on road build, and they're going to build roads up over here. And then that's going to connect in something along the lines of, yeah, that'll do. And we'll just not have them do the backtrack, assuming I remember. Pro tip, I won't remember. And then we will embark these guys. And they are going to come all the way over here, build a road up the coast, and then have it just like go inland a little bit. Eventually, we're going to want to conquer Turdetania. They are actually not allied with us anymore. Okay. And actually, we are importing wood from them, so that's a thing. But regardless, I want to check over here, and let's get rid of this route. And we're going to go for wood. Yes. Actually, Egypt would now be willing to as well. Perfect. We'll happily take that. That, of course, allows us to finish up the shipyards of Thene, and so we will. We're going to need 300 gold, and that's fine. We will go ahead and construct ourselves a flagship, which will consist of 5 heavy ships. Sounds great. And then as soon as that's done, we can finish this mission, Pearl of Africa. Very happy to see that one, of course. And these guys are still on their way over. That's fine. I'm wondering if these are still becoming disloyal. Some of them are. Some of them are not. Okay. One thing I definitely did not do is switch this over to religious conversion and this over to religious conversion. There we go. That's definitely something that should happen. This over here, I feel like doesn't really... Actually, was it you? Yeah, it was this guy. I feel like this doesn't really need to be on religious conversion. Actually, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it. It's fine. I do want to check to see if we can build any mines or farming settlements, but we don't have the cash right now, so that's fine. We are, of course, putting a lot of cash into... Oof. Oof. That wasn't a great event. But we are putting a lot of cash into road construction right now, and we do need to do the Canaanite deity of the economy. And we should probably... Pop assimilation speed is nice. Is this local pop assimilation speed, or is this global? It's currently in Carthage. But we'll go ahead and deposit that there. Fantastic. Let's also grab that for integrated culture happiness. And I guess we may as well do monthly civilization change. That's a decent investment to do. And this is all local stuff. Cohort starting experience. Yeah... I would prefer global stuff. I guess we'll go with cohort starting experience. I'm not super happy about that, but it'll do. Okay. And once these guys are done here, then they can make their way down over here and build a road there, and then connect that road in over here. That'll be fine. These guys are on their way back. Oh, they fell off of Build Road. Probably spent all their cash. Fine. We'll do something along the lines of that. There we go. We are, of course, building a lot of roads right now, so it's not surprising that we are having a couple of cash issues here and there. We'll go on to build road here and continue to build up over this way, and then we'll just connect that in something along the lines of that. That'll do for now. Excellent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish up Pearl of Africa. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the... I was going to say... I don't even know what I was going to say there. I just completely messed it up. Done the outro a million times, choked it this time. Let me try that again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Somebody got dementia. Oh no. Anyway.